It's Friday, Friday, gotta do stuff on Friday. Gotta go to work, but it's actually Wednesday.
Yeah, it's actually Wednesday, but it's fake Friday for me. Holy crap, where'd the sun go? It was like really sunny out 15 seconds ago. No, probably more rain clouds. It stormed here the other night, but not as wicked as down south in southern Ontario. Like, we got some pretty heavy rains and some not too bad winds. But down south, like London and Essex and Sarnias and all around that area, well, on the Weather Network, they had that place completely blanketed in a red friggin' field of red alert because they're getting tornadoes and chatting with Logie, and Logie's like, we're in the basement right now, dude. And I'm like, it's that bad? He's like, we have no power and I've never seen a storm like this before. And I was like, well, shit, that's kind of crazy. Stay safe and like don't die. So keep your cell phone on you in case the towers are still up and the house collapses or something. Like, holy fuck, man. In North Bay, they touched down a couple times on the airport, but they don't stick around long. It's like they touch down, look at the city, go, that city's shit, and then they frig off. So that's probably a good thing because the last thing we need are twisters touching down and wrecking things around here. But yeah, we've never really had a good tornado up here in the north. They say it's because we're in like kind of like a cup, and the cup protects us versus storms and nonsense, so that's probably a good thing. You know, that's one thing I'm gonna miss if I move down south. Well, there's a couple things from the north I'm gonna miss, mainly drinking the tap water and not dying. Tap water down south, I don't know. Every time I went to Blokes and I was like, oh, I need a glass of water, and yeah, I'd be like, where are your cups? He'd be like, oh, there's water over there, and he'd point to a case of bottled water. So I always just figured, don't drink the water because it's got gonorrhea versicolades in it or something. I don't know. Anyway, I just finished having a shower and getting dressed, and I'm thinking we're gonna go downstairs and probably make breakfast. By probably, I mean we are gonna make breakfast because I'm freaking hungry. Freaking hungry. Gotta eat. And yeah, so let's go make some breakfast and then stuff and junk. So like, I'm never buying this shit again. It never looks like it does on the package. Mind you, buy some burrito wrappers. Do some scrambled egg in there and put some, dude, make one of these basically. That'd probably be a good idea. I should probably pick some up at the next groceries and make some breakfast burritos for breakfast. But I don't know. That's just, I don't like this. I don't like the way it cooks. It looks like, look at it in the pan. It looks like a freaking pancake. Like, it just doesn't look, it tastes weird. It doesn't taste like eggs. I don't know. You trying to get behind the garbage can, dude? There's no reason to go back there. Okay, there isn't. I thought maybe she might have had a mouse trap back there, but she didn't. She had a mouse trap the other night. That was funny. Friggin' had a mouse pinned in the corner. She couldn't hit it. Like, she's going in with her claws, but her claws just, her arm wasn't long enough to smack the mouse. And the mouse is just sitting there all like, oh my goodness, this thing wants to hurt me big times. And it was funny. Like, I was just watching the cat, and the cat's like, look, meow, meow, like yelling at it, like, get closer. I want to hurt your face. Get closer, bud. Come here. Come here. Meow, meow, meow. And the friggin' mouse is like, nope. Nope, not gonna have any of you, bud. Just kind of sat back in the corner and just... She sat there for a good half an hour swinging at the damn thing, and the mouse was like, no. Because, yeah, the other night I didn't have my camera. But anyway, Scampers had the mouse pinned behind the movies over there. That's where that happened. But, I discovered the other night, Oreo and I were sitting downstairs and Scampers was here too, but she just kept getting mad at Oreo because Oreo would sit on the couch with me and she wanted to sit on the couch with me, and you know, I'm sitting here, Oreo's sitting there, she also wants to sit there, this cushion's empty, she could sit here. So she gets mad, Oreo's sitting with me, I'm petting him and stuff, and we're just watching TV and things, and she comes up and she starts just clapping him in the face, just... Really? You're petting yourself on the table. Okay. Anyway, so she starts clapping him in the face, and he jumps off, and they're over here fighting away, and you've seen the video of Oreo versus Scampers. Oh, dude, you slapped me with your fox. When they're fighting over here and stuff, right? All of a sudden, Scampers goes up on her hind legs, and she's like this. And Oreo's doing the same thing, like they're both up there, and I'm just waiting for one of them to execute the crane kick from Karate Kid and just take the other one out, Holy. Like, it was a funny thing. I would have filmed it, but the camera was upstairs because it was on one of my days when I decided not to make a video, because I took 2 days off from vlog making, just to try and get my head wrapped around my head, because, yeah, work is nuts. Anyway, my breakfast is ready, so we got some scrambled eggs. Now, you know what? We're going to call it scrambled liquid protein and some toast. What the hell is she doing? I keep hearing her like, has she got another one cornered, or did she get it? Normally when she kills a mouse, she'll put it on the carpet here or bring it upstairs for me. Unless, of course, you know, this thing gets the mouse, then forget it. Right, buddy? That's what you do? Dude. Oh, she's a kitty. Anyway, my breakfast is ready. I'm going to go drive this on my face and go from there. Anyway, people, I just finished eating my breakfast. It was awesome. Well, not really. Those eggs are pretty bad. They have no flavor. You put salt, you put pepper into them, and they literally taste like styrofoam flavored protein. That's all it is. They're high in protein, though. Like, the amount I had today was about 20 grams, apparently, according to the packaging, so that's pretty awesome. They're saying that if you wanted to make like an egg sandwich or something, like a fried egg with it, that need a non-stick pan, 3 tablespoons of egg white or that material in the center of the pan. You let it fry, you flip it, let it fry, flip it, put it between some toast, and away you go. But when that stuff cooks, man, it's way stickier than any egg I've ever cracked in a pan. It just sticks to the freaking thing, sticks to your spatula too. It's pretty nasty stuff. So I'm not going to waste it by any means. I'm going to eat it all. But yeah. So it's time to head off to work, though. It's getting late. I should grab my belt and put that on. Head off to work. Get that out of the way. And then the weekend's here. The weekend is here. And then next week is the last week of work before everything goes to hell for the rest of July. Yep, we haven't even started July, and I already know it's going to hell. Good times. For Frick's sakes, I was about to leave and I forgot my phone and watch. Kind of need that. Alrighty. Close the bedroom door. Kitty cat's got a taste for fiber op. Oh, let me show you something cool. You can totally tell what oh, Jesus. You can... Frig sakes. You can totally tell what days it rained last week and what days I didn't wear my watch. Yeah, that's the step meter. Pedometer. The goal is 10,000 steps in a day. I haven't been able to hit it, but, you know, walking 3,000-4,000 steps in a day, it's a lot more than I used to do, that's for sure. Anyway, it's time to head off to work, so let's strap you guys to the mount and let's do this. So I probably explained July and why it's going to be the month of hell before. I can't remember. Anyway, next week, okay, tonight is the last day I get to use our ticketing system. The OOSS, OOS as we call it. After this Friday at 5 p.m., our terminals no longer work and we are on our laptops full time, which means my boss has work ahead of him today and tomorrow and Friday to make sure all the intranet stuff that we need off of our current intranet is moved over to Bell's intranet. Because as of Friday, everything gets purged. Like, I'm slowing down to let that guy go by, and he's slowing down because he thinks I'm gonna ram him. Freaking dummy. So everything gets purged as of Friday, and we are flip-flopped over to the new Bell system, and everything's good to go. Which, judging by our track record, we're gonna have nothing but faults. Everything's working now, but like the ticketing system for Bell, we're only using it in a test environment. We haven't actually tried the production environment yet. So we expect friggin' flaws galore. But the boss is coming in on the weekend to do well, basically on the weekend we are to write our tickets inside of a spreadsheet. And the boss is going to be putting them into the system on Sunday. So that's kind of stupid. I don't know why we just don't go live with the new ticketing. He can just come in, answer questions when we run into problems, because we're going to run into problems. That's a given. Now, what I find funny is the boss is coming in on the weekend, and the one co-worker is notorious for bringing his kids in on the weekend. Let's see how well that goes over. But I digress. Anyway, so that goes live. The next week, the one guy that works, both Bruce and I, from Monday to Friday, he works Monday to Friday, gets weekends off. He goes on vacation the second weekend of July until August. Like, he comes back after the August long weekend. Which means Saturday, Sunday, Monday, it's me and Bruce. Tuesday, Wednesday, it's me by myself. Thursday, Friday, it's Bruce by him. Now, Bruce is already making a big stink about it. I'm a little upset by it because right now is not a good time to one-man team a place, because this past week, guys, has been hell. Actually, since Bell cut the big Bell cutover, it's been hell. Wireless, something's going on with wireless where people aren't able to connect. Everything's fine on the wireless end. It's our server that's just not working right. Something didn't get cut over properly. And then there was another issue where there was a fiber cut up north and it isolated 2 communities. So needless to say, yesterday there was just me and the other guy on, and there wasn't a time when we weren't on the phone. Like, it's been non-stop calls, and it shouldn't be that way because that really pisses people off, but you know, it's been non-stop calls every second, and voicemails and tickets. Like, normally as a Prime person, like when you're Prime, I explained this in the past, and I'm Prime today. Yeah, at 5 o'clock, a bunch of tickets come off hold for callbacks to verify people have their modem, or to troubleshoot because they weren't home during the day. They called in a problem while they were at work. So we cut a ticket, we put it on hold for 5, have the 5 o'clock Prime guy call to get, you know, the job done. Normally you get her anywhere from like 4 to 10 tickets. Holy shit, this guy's far from home, man. That's a Massachusetts friggin' plate. Holy bud, why'd you come to North Bay? Fuck, somebody should have sent him a memo about how much of a cesspool this place is. But anyway, I digress. So yeah, it was busier than frig. And with the tickets, like last night I went and checked tickets. I had 48 tickets to deal with. I was like, are you serious right now? I managed to do them in an hour, but there was 48 tickets to deal with. Tickets weren't done on Monday at all, or yesterday during the day. And I asked my boss, I'm like, how come tickets weren't done? And his answer was, like, I'm too busy to even bother. And that's the problem right now, is we are way too understaffed as it goes. Way too understaffed. What the frig? People are yelling. Somebody's catcalling these ladies on the side of the road over there. I don't know what the hell's going on. Whatever. So yeah, like, it's been brutal with our current quote-unquote full staff. So as of July, I don't even know what the hell week it is. Anyway, not this Monday coming up, but the Monday after. So July 1st is next Wednesday. So anyway, we're going to be down to 5 people to run 16 hours shifts for 7 days. And I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? I really don't want overtime and all that. But then I started thinking, I'm like, oh, late noise up. It's totally freaking raining. It's sunny out and it's raining. So we're probably going to get one of those rain blow somewhere. I don't know what the hell it'll be. It'll be somewhere in the sky, unless it can't because of the clouds. I don't know how that works. But yeah, so next week's not going to be too bad. The week after that's going to be from hell. And what I was thinking is, I have vacation time in August, but I'm also broke as a joke on coke. So I was thinking, you know what, we're short-staffed. I'm going to put my tits to the stress level max. I'm going to start doing, like, I'm going to talk to my boss and be like, listen, how about I come in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from noon till midnight, get 12 hours a week of overtime, 24 hours on my paycheck of overtime, do that for the rest of July, bank some extra cash, and then come August, I might be able to afford to pay attention, you know what I'm saying? Close that sunroof, that's probably making a lot of racket on the camera. So that's what I was thinking, was doing a bunch of overtime and going from there. That's why I'm like the video you're watching now is going up July 2nd, but it was filmed on like June 24th. And this is the reason why I'm getting so ahead of myself with the vlogs, is because I plan on working myself to the balls at work, banking a bunch of overtime and getting paid, so that come August vacation I can maybe afford to do something. Have mom and dad watch Oreo. Because like I was chatting with Bill's T-Max there, and like the reason why we don't hang out is because I work stupid shifts and I'm not off on the weekends. But it's actually closer for me to drive to Bill's house than it is for me to drive to Blokes, but big time. Like, to go to Blokes, it's about a 5.5 hour drive, traffic depending. And I don't like speeding, so I usually do about 5 over the speed limit, if that, just so people aren't honking at me. And so the only people passing me are the people who are like in a real rush and really want that speeding ticket. But like, to go to Bill's, last time I drove there, it took 3 hours. Not a big deal. Like, not a big deal. Where to go to Blokes, like I said, it takes about 5 hours. But like, to go to Bill's, it's literally 3 roads. Highway, and then you turn off the highway, and you drive right to the end of that road, and then you hang another Randall, and it's like, there's Bill's house. You're done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And you don't have to go on the 401. You don't have to use the express toll route. You literally get off on Highway 11 and you're at Bill's house. Like, it's such an easy. And I remember that ride because I used to do a similar ride back in the day when I go to Guelph. I used to cut through this. I used to take the same way, except for I turned left at some Mono Mills Road or Airport Road, or I can't remember now. But I used to go to the University of Guelph. I used to go the back way, and I used to travel through a town called Erin, and then it would take me into Guelph into the back end where the uni was, and then yeah, it was easy peasy lemon squeezy to get to friggin' Guelph. But yeah, anyway, that's what I was thinking about doing, was doing a bunch of overtime while they're demanding for it. Hey, look, it's one of our trucks in front of us. One of our vans or minivans. Somebody on the comments said you should grab one of those Bell caravans and put a lot of beer in them and stuff. But see, Adrian, you can see right there it says Grand Caravan, not Dodge Ram van. Because remember we had that talk there, Adrian, buddy? You were saying they're Ram vans? No, they're just Dodge Caravans. Like, there's a Caravan beside me here. It's a Crew. Well, that's the big one too, with the push button and everything. Son of a bitch, it's a hot day out today. Do I have the heat on? No, it just feels that way. But yeah, they're just Dodge Caravans. So yeah, I was thinking about doing a bunch of overtime, banking a bunch of money, paying down some bills, and then just being awesome, you know? Because I have a feeling we're not going to be there much longer. Like, they're pushing the cutover. This is the big cutover. And once they iron out these wrinkles, because there's going to be wrinkles, it's a given. Like, come on. I know it. I don't know why the rest of the company doesn't know it. They need to smarten up a lot. But there's going to be wrinkles. Oh, for freak's sakes. Is this guy going to be able to make the turn? He's going to put it in reverse and give him room. But this old guy in a friggin' Toyota came up behind me and didn't give me any space. Yeah, I was thinking about going down there. Bill was talking about live shows and stuff, because people have been asking me about live shows, and people have been asking him about live shows, and then he asked me about live shows, and I kind of like the idea of a live show, and I just said live show like 72 times in one paragraph, so I would apologize, but I don't feel like it. You know what, there's probably no room on the other side of that crappy van, so I'm just gonna park beside this crappy van. There we go. For sakes, I'm sweating like a madman right now. So that's one of the things I was thinking about doing, was going down, visiting Bill, and just hanging out and doing some other things around the house and for my vacation in August. But that's if I even make it that far, you know what I'm saying? Like, they might do the cutover, and after July they might just say, all right guys, well, you know what, we're gonna give you 60 days to basically your 60-day notice, but we're going to pay for those 60 days, and then you guys can just frig off. Because that's what they did with the other people when they let them go. They gave them the 60-day notice, but they didn't let them stay. They just basically told them to pack their shit and get the frig out. So who knows, maybe that might happen. I don't know. I really hate being left in the dark, and that's another reason why I'm stressed out and I've been blowing up lately. That's why I took 2 days off of vlogging, because this thing up here was like right stressed out, and I'm like, you know what, I need to friggin' tame her down and relax and get my head back together, calm down, and all that other junk, and I did, so that's good. You can totally hear like a really piss poor stereo playing some friggin' radio, and I don't know where it's coming from. Awesome. I really need to clean my lens, like big times. So yeah, things are gonna get stressful. Like I said, they're doing a lot of work and stuff. It almost feels like friggin' intercompany sabotage, because when this problem with the wireless started, a bunch of members left us and went to the actual company who owns the towers. And the problem is once you leave us, if you're not in an area where we carry service, like we carry service everywhere, but we're not reselling anymore. So once you leave us, you can't come back. That's the way it works. So somebody drops us and goes to the competitor, and all of a sudden the competitor's giving them shittier service or just can't do it for whatever reason. They try to come back, they can't. Like, they legally, or not legally, but they physically can't, because we don't offer that service in town anymore. We don't offer any services in town, actually. So that's friggin' awesome. Sucks, but it's the way she goes. And apparently, when they launch this new system, they're going to be changing over the way our caller thing works. We're not going to be doing voice lines anymore, strictly internet. So DSL, cable, wireless, and that's it. Any circuit calls will no longer be coming to our queue. They'll be going right to our network operations center. They're cutting back on the work we're getting, but not really. So soon we're going to be doing desktop support again, which means if a member within the company has a problem with their computer, they'll be calling us, and then we got to walk them through fixes. It's like we used to do that, but then we quit that and we gave it to a group called, I can't even remember what the hell they call themselves. But now that we're no longer a part of the ONTC, we need to take care of that on our own. This is the reason why they're doing the cutovers, because they're trying to branch off the ONTC and go full balls to the walls Bell. So, I don't know. It's pretty dicked. It's stressful. It's very stressful. It's also annoying because, like I said, I asked to leave in November because I had a job lined up and got denied. And then I asked to leave for May because I had another job lined up and I got denied. And the 3 people who got released, one of them just finally got a job. The other 2 are jobless. And it's like, you know, I'm trying to friggin' figure things out for my future. And they're cock blocking me, you know what I'm saying? So it just kind of stresses you out, and I know I've been letting that stress bleed out into the vlogs, and I've been getting upset about stupid things with the animals, and you know, you guys are calling me out on it. Well, one person is, not all of you, I should say. And I've been losing my shit about that, and that happened in previous vlogs, and I do apologize. And you know, it's like I'm losing my mind. Like, I'm freaking going nuts, and it's pissing me off, and nobody around here seems to give a shit. Like, I mean, at work, like, you bring up a problem, you explain it, you offer a valuable solution, and they look at you like you lick windows for a living. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just don't understand, and it kind of burns your tits a little bit. Like, you're trying to help, and these assholes can't see it, so then you just say fuck it and you stop. That's the reason why I'm kind of contemplating on not doing overtime and just watching this place fail, because, you know, like, who cares? But then I'm thinking, you know, that extra money, 24 hours of OT in a week or on a paycheck, you know, that's an extra like $400 or $500 on your paycheck. That could be useful for paying down bills quicker and getting things paid off, and having some extra money for vacation time to, I don't know what I would do. I got some ideas of things I want to do. I really want to take that snowblower's front end apart and inspect it and see if I can salvage it. It looks like it's just the brass gear, and I watched a bunch of videos on how to replace it. It doesn't look too hard, but at the same time, there's a lot of little parts and screws and bolts and nuts and stuff. So I'm going to want to get one of those magnetic bins for bolts and stuff so that I can separate them and organize everything and keep it all intact, and then get the new brass gear spindle guy and then stab that in and hope for the best. But anyway, people, I'm sweating sitting in this car. Like, I got friggin', like, the whole sides of my shirts are different color. They are darker blue, I should say. So I'm going to call it quits for now. So hopefully the next month with vlogs, things don't get so stressful that I lose my mind, but they probably will. We'll see how things go. But anyway, people, thanks for watching. Like, favorite, and comment. And until next time, people, keep on vlogging.